Hi, Beth here from Corner Piece Studio. I'm glad you're able to join me on this afternoon. Today I have a very special journal that I wanted to share with you that I created. It's my version of the 365 journal that Louisa Heinzel demonstrated on her channel. I will link hers below at the end. This one was made with the red is a paper bag. I had a paper bag given to me at school with some gifts in it from a student, and the bag just really piqued my interest. It was probably the best part of it. But I used the bag to create the cover. It's a bendy cover, so as this journal expands, because it has 7 signatures in it. So as it expands, the book will also conform to the shape. So this is going to be a short video. Just want to share with you what is in my 365 journal. I've named my journal Molly. And Molly holds some very personal things to me, and it's made of things that are also special to me. Like this was a very beautiful napkin that I peeled the top layer off and used Mod Podge to glue it on to here. The edges were decorated on my sewing machine. And I do have corners on, I've got 4 corners on my book. And yes, I have laces and stuff on the edges. All kinds of cool goodies and things inside for me to enjoy and to work with. And here's some sari silk. This was a piece of sheet that I tore and dyed. This is a piece of sari silk that was on a birthday present from a friend of mine. And the special thing about this is 365 stands for the number of days in the year, and you can start it at any time. I chose to start it on my birthday in April. So it's going from my birthday in April through to next April. Okay, let's begin. The front, these are leaves that came off some flowers that someone had given to me. My mom had given us chocolate tulips, and these were the leaves that were under the base of the chocolate tulip. And here's some ribbon and a card and a bee and a couple metal pieces and a butterfly that I glued to the front. Okay, here's the inside. The inside is supported. This was with a cardstock. I used a cardstock here to help make it a little stronger. And that's a sticker. I've got the bigger one on my car. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to do a little bit of a flip through. You'll notice that I put some pom-poms on the edges. I have lace on the edges. I have fabrics on the edges. So this paper here, and a lot of the papers in here have different special meanings to me. This one was one of my most favorite master boards that I created. I scanned it and then I printed it out. This is the print of it. I put a sticker on it as a little focal point there to go with the bird here and the flowers. So this is a pocket that has different months in it, because inside here is where I keep a short note of my days in the 365 journal. And this was a birthday card from my husband. And here are pages that I'm using to write on each night about my day or about my feelings or something. That's what makes it very personal. And there's plenty of pages here, 1 line a day. Here's half of it. The other half is further back in the signature. This page is from my birthday. A little bit of writing about what we did on my birthday, my hubby and my dog, my boys, and my cake. This was a gift from a friend of mine for my birthday. I still haven't worked on this page yet. This page, April 27th, which happens to be my birthday, is a coloring page. I started to color on it. The other page, the 28th, I'm probably just going to use that and collage over it. This was from a friend. I love to color, so there's quite a few coloring pages in here to keep me occupied. I had a crazy July, and there's my sticky sheet of doctor's appointments and stuff that I had to do. There's me and my sweet baby grandson, number 10, and that was our morning ritual when we were visiting them down in St. Croix. He would pull me towards him and just hold me there, and we'd sit there for head to head for a few minutes. My sweetie. And this is an envelope that was from someone for my birthday. You notice that this is the flap off an envelope. The rest of the envelope is further back. I just glued a book page to it with some lace to expand it, to use it, to do some collaging and whatnot on it. And one of my favorite ribbons. And here's just some things that mean something to me. These were from flowers that were given to me for my birthday. There's pages in here from Edith Holden books. I love her books. So I put some of the April pages in here because of April. That was funny. I was cleaning something and I just loved the way my handprint came through on that. And my forecast for May. Okay, this is my sweetie again. Dear sweet baby boy, sharing his lunch via the phone with me on my birthday. And I'm envisioning him saying, "Happy birthday, Oma," as he gives me a piece of his ham. This is a book page from the Littles. Love the illustrations in there. Here's a page for my honey. He had a truck accident. It's all about his accident and what the truck looked like and who hit him and whatnot. And here's the other page where he got a 2018 vehicle, and there he is with it. Here's another piece of the Edith Holden page. Up here's the other side of that envelope. See, it says "Happy Birthday, Beth." It was from on a card, so you can put anything you want in here. Before I sewed all these in, these are all sewn in now. They were elastic. I had elastic holding them in, so I could add pages and move things around and whatnot. So I just use that to hold some pictures that I want to use in here. There's my Band-Aid from my last COVID shot, the 4th one. And here's book pages from Wuthering Heights, from my favorite book. And see, that is stuck onto another envelope. Here's another little coloring page. Here's another one also. These are just going to get covered over with something. Here's a gift from someone that I received this year. So I included that in there with the envelope and the little goodies and things that she sent to me that I can use on pages in here. This page is from Daphne's Diary. I love that magazine. So there's a couple Daphne's Diary pages in here. Oh, these pages are more of the journaling pages for the rest of the year. So it's all in the front signature of the book, so I don't have to go searching for it. This is from my honey, and that's from him. And that's the end of the first signature. We're just going to quickly go through the others. This is one of my favorite ruffles. This is a favorite page that I got from, I think it was 49 Dragonflies. That was hers, one of her kits I bought. There's a birthday card from another friend for my birthday. Flowers my honey gave to me, and I wrote about it, and I kept the card. And this is on special paper that another friend, actually the one that gave me this, that's from her. And an envelope for holding things. And other pages. I put another ribbon on here just to dress it up. More Daphne's Diary. More book pages from a Pinocchio book. This is colored paper that I dyed. I used watercolor water to dye those papers. And this is a copy of another masterboard I created using acrylics, multi-layers. There's probably 5 layers in that. It's great to scan your masterboards before you cut them up, because you might want to do something else with them somewhere along the way. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then I can have pages here to embellish. I'm just going to flip through, see if there's anything in here I did. Yep, this is when this was February 22 at 2:22 p.m. I know it's before my birthday, but I just needed to include this in here. It says, so where were you and what were you doing on 2/22/22 at 2:22 p.m.? I was in Frederiksted, St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, on the beach. Ah, yes. It was beautiful there. It's on the west end. You're looking west here. It's the west end of St. Croix. And there's the other side of the birthday card from my friend. That's number 2. This is number 3, the hare and the moon. Oh, this is cool. You got a lot of sticky notes, don't know what to do with them. Stick them on your paper, and you have little spots to write. Pretty cool. There's some more pom-poms. Here's another birthday card. I like the elephants. I love the strength of the elephants. Up here's another envelope flap. So I stuck a piece of paper to it, a poem I had written at school. Here's a piece of vellum over some sunflowers. I love sunflowers. And there's the vellum. We're going to the other side of the book. Here's an envelope that I'll use for storing things in. This is an end page from a book, an old library book. The other part of the birthday card. And the other side of the page of the rabbit and the moon. And there's the story, the full moon rhyme. That goes with the rabbit and the moon on the other side. I love poems. I love illustrations in kids' books. So here is some vellum I use as my cover. Here's a card from a friend. There's birds. I used a leaf ribbon. Took a bird book apart and put it in there. This is a sewing book from another dear friend of mine, a lady I sew for. She gave a sewing book to me. And here's another birthday card from a dear friend. This is, I planted, when I planted my seeds and working out in the yard. That was May 22nd. Oh, this is off a magazine, a newspaper that the kids get at school. I just thought that was really cool. I love to stitch, so that's embroidery work. I love to stitch. Or actually, that was crewel work. That looks like it's done with yarn. Up here's a page I'm going to work on online. It's going to be my maximalism page, and it's going to be full of all sorts of cool stuff. I'll be coming back and videoing that. It's going to go here. Okay. Another page with some ribbon on it. Up here's a pouch to hold CDs. I tea-dyed that, so that's here. I'm going to stick something in there to be a focal point. There's my other side of the birds, the rest of that birthday card. Here's another piece of that book. A different book about animals. There's the fox. Love the fox. And this was part of a birthday present from a dear friend of mine that came out of Daphne's diary. She glued the 2 parts together and wrote on the back for me. It says, "You are made for sunny days." And there's a bunch of other flaps here. Such a cool piece. I really appreciate it. Okay, this is from a journal I have, a woman's journal. I just love the texture of the paper. This is a children's book that I have. My friends, pictures of my friends. This is my work friends, my fun friends. It says, "Good friends, good times." And here we are, me and my hubby and my friends and their dog on their boat. It was awesome. And then I found a feather, a duck feather on the shore, or a seagull feather. I'm not sure who. I think it's a duck, a geese feather. Okay, here's some more of those papers. And there's another envelope. I love what you can do with the envelopes. You can just glue that onto a page and expand it and make it useful. And here's the back side of another 47 Dragonflies paper. There's pictures, my many beautiful faces of spring. These are pictures of different plants that came up in my yard. Oh, and you'll notice here, you can see stitching. I stitched all the lace and the pom-poms and everything to the book. So if you like to use a sewing machine, you can stitch them on. If not, you can use a good holding glue. Fabrifix works well for that. Here's another card from a friend. I love music. It's music paper from a book that I used to play out of when I was a kid at home. Oh, here's the poem that goes with that crazy stitched face. So I'm going to do something with poetry here. Here's another birthday card. And just an envelope. I liked it. The kids' drawings on there. There's some more Pinocchio book. Oh, here's a piece of another kind of masterboard I did. It's with watercolor. You wet the paper and you put very wet watercolor on there, and then you cover it with saran wrap, and it gets these lines, makes it look like a tie-dye piece. And that is glued to an envelope to hold it in there. Oh, that was a card from my parents for my birthday. Here's another watercolor dyed paper. More music paper. A note from my friend. And the last signature, more Edith Holden paper. And paper clips that I made when I was doing my black and white journal. And some fun things my husband and I like to do. We went to Museum Village on the Bee Day, where they had, it was their bee festival, and we went for a wagon ride, and this man and his dog were the guys driving the wagon. And we like to play, I like to do cash word cards. Wasn't a winner, but I kept it because I like to do it. Just something more about me. Here's a leaf and a flower that I found. We went walking on the rail trail in town. Happened to find that down on the ground. Here's some more paper that I got offline. I don't remember whose that was. I'm sorry. Here is a card that was gifted to me. Oh, that was a birthday card from a friend of mine. Here is a piece of paper bag that's in here. And another printout from online. And this is not on here yet. This is a page that is from flowers from Mother's Day for my daughter and her husband and my grandson. I'm going to do something with that. This was inside with the flowers. So there's got a lot of potential in here. I haven't done much in here yet, but I will be doing it, and I will be doing some of it online with you all. Oh, here's a page I did in the back. This was a swap. I do ATCs. This was part of the swap. The lady made the pouch and filled it with all kinds of cool things. I like keeping the envelopes because of the stamps on them. I love Shelf Silverstein things, so that's there if I ever want to use it for anything. And here's a pocket in the back that is full of pretty cool stuff that I'm going to put in here. Oh, I got to include my lavender, and a picture of me with my daughter. So a lot of neat stuff. Thank you for watching. That was a flip through of my 365 journal, and it was inspired by Louisa Heinzel from Austria. She's definitely worth watching. I will link her pages below. Please click on my watermark to subscribe and like. That helps my channel get out there and share it with others. And thank you so much. Have a beautiful afternoon. Take care. Bye.